Does it tempt your taste buds or trigger your gag reflex? It's the Yummy or Ew podcast, brought to you by the Waiter app. Let's see what's on the Yummy or Ew menu this week. Here are your hosts, Shane and Suzanne.
Brought to you by the Waiter app. Everything is yummy on the Waiter app. Order delivery or carry out from your favorite local restaurants now. Download Waiter, that's W-A-I-T-R, today. Waiter. Discover, order, eat. Now, every year, the Texas State Fair happens, Suzanne, and every year, there's about a dozen brand new menu items that they put out that you can only get at the Texas State Fair.
And it's usually something deep fried.
It is. Now, today, they're kind of taking that same concept and transferring it over to a beverage.
Oh, goody.
Yeah. So, and by the way, if you're looking for it and you happen to find yourself at the Texas State Fair, you're going to be able to find this at Auto Grill, Bluebonnet Roadhouse, Chicken Hut, Chili Parlor, Texas Burgers, Dogs, and More, Texas Pizzeria, State Fair Wine Garden, and Yardbirds. So, you can sidle up to the bar as soon as you get into any of those places and say, bartender, make it a corn dog ale.
Ooh.
Well, now, wait a minute. See, now you've already got your mind made up.
Well, that's just like two of the grossest things on the planet, and they threw them together in one.
Well, now, I've got a theory on this, and if you'll hear me out. First, let me explain, and this is straight from BigTex.com. This is the official food site of the Texas State Fair, and it says, Corn Dog Ale is an amber ale brewed with a blend of pale two-row barleys, caramel malt, and smoked malt. We add a proprietary blend of 8 herbs and spices to the brew kettle. The combination of subtle smokiness and spices evoke the flavor and aroma of a classic, delicious corn dog. The flavor experience is only complete when the beer is served with the traditional condiment, yellow mustard. So you throw a little yellow mustard in there, are you in?
Wait a minute. Putting mustard in the beer?
I got to go back and research that. All I can tell you is what I'm reading here.
Yeah, totally. That makes it sound fantastic. Add me in for the mustard in the beer. No.
Okay. Well, now, well, look. Now, wait a minute. Hang on. I'm just throwing this out. I'm spitballing here.
But, you know what? I would rather eat a spitball than this, I think.
Well, now, wait a minute. Hang on. Let's say you're out at the ballpark for a night. And your favorite ballpark food.
Talk about fairy tales.
No, wait a minute.
This is such a big fat fairy tale.
For you it is, but for the rest of us, just suspend disbelief for 1 second. Again, like I always tell you to do. Let's say you're at a night at the ballpark and your favorite ballpark food is a good old-fashioned corn dog and a beer. Now, say you're on some sort of a diet. You could actually cut half the calories by not getting the corn dog and just getting the beer that tastes like a corn dog.
Did you research that? Because I'm calling that's not true.
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean, you didn't research the mustard thing, so I have to check. Did you actually compare calories? Because I don't think that's true.
Well, maybe not, but you would think
no.
that if you're 2 items instead of 1 would be half the calories.
Beer is very, very, very high in calories most of the time.
Right. Look.
You throw in some extra bread in there. Come on.
Would you just let me live my dream for 1 second, Suzanne?
No,
1 second.
not.
Would you make me sound like a genius for once?
No. You try to do that on a regular basis. It is my job to bring you back down. Because no.
Okay.
I feel like this is two of some of the grossest things on earth thrown together in this drinkable blech, and I'm
drinkable?
out.
You saying it's not drinkable at all?
Not to me. We're suspending disbelief. You can drink it.
Okay, so what are you thinking about corn dog ale? Available only at the Texas State Fair, and for the very first time this year, I might add. Yummy or ew? You can vote on our Facebook page. That's WKXX.com. Click on the Facebook link. We hope you're enjoying the Yummy or Ew podcast. If you are, help us spread the word and get it out to everyone by giving us a 5-star review. Also, Click subscribe to get the latest episode of the Yummy or Ew podcast every Wednesday.
Don't drive hangry. Don't fight traffic, weather, or long lines on an empty stomach. Waiter, W-A-I-T-R, is the restaurant delivery service that allows you to enjoy your favorite local restaurants conveniently. Waiter delivers great local food directly to you for a flat fee with no minimum or maximum orders. Browse menus, customize orders, and pay securely, all from your phone or desktop at waiterapp.com. Don't drive hangry. Download Waiter today. Waiter, W-A-I-T-R. Discover, order, eat.
It's the Yummy or Ew podcast, brought to you by the Waiter app. Here are your hosts, Shane and Suzanne.
All right, so today's Yummy or Ew, available for the first time this year at the Texas State Fair, courtesy of the folks at Revolver Brewing, Corn Dog Ale. So we're wondering if you're in or out on that. Now, we gave you the specs on it earlier, so now you tell us, Yummy or Ew? And you can do that on our Facebook poll or by calling us at 256-413-1029. Now, Suzanne, the reviews are in, and they're not bad, but not great. BeerAdvocate.com gives it 3.6 out of 5 stars.
Wow.
Untapped gives it 3.5 out of 5 stars. And by the way, the guy responsible for this, who is a guy named Grant Wood, head brewer at Revolver Brewing in Granbury, Texas, says he was musing about which state fair staples he could embody in a beer when the idea hit him. He says, corn dogs. What else is quintessentially state fair? And you got to hand it to him. He's right about that. So, by the way, we also have some late breaking news. You were wondering about where the mustard might go, either in the beer or beside the beer or whatever.
Yeah.
He actually recommends squirting it around the rim of the glass.
Oh, this dude needs to be stopped. I'm firing him.
All right. Well,
You are not a brewmaster if that's your genius solution. Oh.
we haven't changed Suzanne's mind. Have we changed yours now about Corn Dog Ale? So the votes are in, and what are we looking at here, Suzanne?
Holy cow, we have a Yummy.
Really?
Up until like the last couple of minutes, I felt solidarity with the Morning Mix family because we were absolutely 100% no way, no how. And then Joshua Scott showed up and said Yummy.
See, there's always one. So everybody else is out.
Everybody else.
Yeah, I see a comment here from Nicole Moody who says, what the? Just no.
Exactly.
That seems to be the sentiment.
I need to know who hurt Joshua. That's what I need to know. Like, dude, what?
And join us next week for another rather unconventional menu item on the Yummy or Ew podcast.
Just eat it, eat it. The Yummy or Ew podcast is a production of WKXX FM, Mix 102.9. Producers are Shane Wilson and David Murray. Vote on each week's Yummy or Ew menu item on the Mix 102.9 Facebook page. Oh, and don't forget to give us a 5-star rating and review wherever you hear the Yummy or Ew podcast. Look for a new episode every Wednesday wherever you listen to podcasts.